Hi, in this video I'm going to show how you can extend your students' understanding of a task by assigning a peer review task.
To assign a peer review lesson, click on the Tasks tab at the top of your dashboard. Select the Assign Task button and from the three options, select Peer Review. First, select what class to assign this lesson to. By clicking Assign to specific students, you can select or deselect students accordingly. However, you must select a minimum of 6 students for peer review. Next, select what content you want to be added to this task. You will then be able to select which questions to enable peer review for by clicking Choose Peer Review Questions. Extended response questions, the blue pencil icon, are peer review compatible. These questions will have a blue peer review icon on them. Tick all of the questions you wish to be enabled. Click Confirm Selection when you are happy with what you have selected. Check the Enable Peer Review for this task option and select how many answers per peer review question you want your students to complete. Requiring your students to complete more than one review will help to compensate for any students who don't review any of their classmates' work, as well as those who don't complete the work. This will also expose each student to more of their classmates' work and feedback. Finally, select whether you'd like students to give their classmates a star rating or both a star rating and a feedback comment. Continue selecting the usual parameters for setting a task.
Peer review gives your students the opportunity to review work that their peers have completed. It also gives your students the opportunity to improve on their own answers. Let's jump in and see what peer review looks like from your student's perspective.
Peer review questions have a blue indicator, which can be found at the top of the page in the question that your students are on. At the end of a peer review enabled question, your students will be prompted to review their own answer. Once they have completed the lesson, the peer review section will unlock. Before moving on to this stage, students may have to wait for their classmates to answer more questions. If this is the case, they will be notified when there are more answers available to review via the notification bell on the top right of their screen. Students navigate to the peer review section of the task and are given a random, anonymous student's response along with marking criteria. Your students are able to read the response and rate it between 1 and 5 stars, and make a comment if this feature has been enabled. If a student finds that the answer they are reviewing is inappropriate, they can report it by clicking on the 3 dots and selecting Mark Answer as Inappropriate. To navigate what other questions there are left to mark, they need to open the question drop-down menu located at the top of the page. Now that your students have had time to review other students' answers, they will be given a chance to reflect on, review, and edit the answers they originally gave, and then write their own feedback on their own work. After the students have reviewed the number of questions that you set, they will be able to see the feedback that other students have given them. If a student thinks that a peer review is inappropriate or it is unfair, they can select the 3 dots and choose I question this review or inappropriate feedback. This will notify you and you can ask the reviewer to complete their feedback again. You will be able to see all of the feedback given to your students, including their original answers, their reviewed work, their reviews, and their improved answers.
Thank you for watching our tutorial on how to set a peer review task. Remember to reach out to your key contact at EP if you have any further questions.